My dad works in B2B marketing. He came by my school for career day and said he was a big ROAS man. Then he told everyone how much he loved calculating his return on ad spend. My friends still laugh at me to this day.
Not everyone gets B2B, but with LinkedIn, you'll be able to reach people who do. Get $100 credit on your next ad campaign. Go to linkedin.com/results to claim your credit. That's linkedin.com/results. Terms and conditions apply. LinkedIn, the place to be, to be.
Hi, and welcome to the 10-Minute Food Truck Training Podcast. My name is Bill Moore. I am a food truck business trainer, author of Food Truck 101, Beginner to Winner, and the forthcoming book, Food Truck 201. This podcast is all about helping you start and grow your food truck business. This week, I'm talking about speed of service. And speed of service is when a guest enters your line until you actually hand them the food. Because the moment they enter your line, they are at the mercy of the speed of you and the speed of your staff. So perhaps you've heard, time is money. Benjamin Franklin said that. Time waits for no man. That's an old folklore saying. Time is the most valuable thing a man can spend. The lack of punctuality is the thief of all time. When we invest our efforts in giving somebody comfort, like serving them satisfying, delicious food, and we serve it quickly, that person that has been waiting has been given more time for their own life. And who doesn't want more time to do the things they enjoy, like eating the hot, delicious food they just ordered? Because remember, everybody's on a time crunch in some way, shape, or form. They're always scurrying about, getting from here to there. They might be on a lunch break. They might be wanting to hurry up and get home and take all this food to the family. People are always on the move, and we have to respect their time. The most valuable thing you have or I have is time, because it's irreplaceable. Once it's spent, it's gone. Who wants to spend time waiting for anything? Yeah, well, me either. I don't like waiting. I am one of the most impatient people you're going to find. That's probably a consequence of doing food service for as long as I have. So my question is, why do so many food trucks have slow service times? Well, some of them are just clueless to how fast or how slow they're actually moving. They know that they're moving and they've got arms going all different directions. They got 4 or 5 different things working at once, and they see 20 tickets hanging, and they've got stuff bagged up, and they got stuff frying, they got stuff grilling, they got stuff on a charbroiler. They got cheese they got to restock. They're moving. But are they producing? And are they getting the food out to the person who ordered it, the one that's ultimately paying them? We feel like we're moving super fast on the food truck. What the guest thinks, on the other hand, is we're probably more like a turtle. Why is it taking so long? What are they doing? Do they have to go catch that chicken? Did they kill the cow? We've all said that. And unfortunately, probably most of us have had that said about us when we're working on the food truck. The only way you know for sure how fast you're moving is to verify your own speed of service. The simplest possible thing you can do is, if you're working off of a ticket system, and I don't want you doing that, but if you already are working off a printed ticket, the ticket should either automatically tell you what time the order was completed, or if you're doing handwritten tickets, heaven forbid you're doing that, but if you are, put the time on there and then hang the ticket. And then when the food comes down, whether it's a printed ticket or a handwritten ticket, somebody should be marking the time on that ticket. How long is it taking us? Ooh, it took us 12 minutes. Why did it take us 12 minutes for something that should be scoop and serve like a barbecue? Why did it take us 15 minutes to cook a burger that only takes 5 to cook? Those are serious questions you need to be asking about your speed of service. But if you're not measuring it, you don't know there's a question to even be asked. I often hear, we cook to order. And all that is a different way of saying, I am slow. Because when you say, we cook to order, you proudly say it, our food's fresh. We're not like Burger King, McDonald's, Wendy's, and all those other places. But what you're also saying is, we are slow, and the reason we're slow is because we cook to order. Cooking to order has its place in food service, but you know what? It's not on food truck. You cook to order when you go to a fancy restaurant and sit down, and they're going to be cooking that fish exactly at the moment you ordered it. The majority of food on a food truck is one of two things. It's either done well in advance, because you can just read through the forms and people say, yeah, I got to start prepping 2 days early. They're not cutting lettuce immediately. They're not cutting tomatoes immediately. They're not smoking that meat immediately. It's being done ahead of time. So there is some food and some work being done ahead of time. So the food truly isn't being cooked to order or prepared to order. It's only being heated per order. So what the phrase cook to order does is it creates a non-congruent perception in our guests. They go, they're a little confused. The typical train of thought for a guest is, I'm hungry. I will go to a food truck because a food truck equals convenience. And then logically, convenience also equals fast. Why do you go to a convenience store? Because you can go in and get your toilet paper a whole bunch quicker than you can when you go to Walmart and have to walk all the way through the store. Why do you pick up that gallon of milk at the convenience store? Because it's convenient, it's faster, it saves you time. It might cost you a little bit more and you don't mind that because it's there where you are while you're filling up and getting gas. It is convenient. Convenient equals fast. Food truck equals convenient. Therefore, food truck equals fast. Kind of goes hand in hand. But then you toss in, we cook to order. And then the guest goes, wait a minute, cook to order means slow. The implication is cook to order means fresh. But it doesn't. Cook to order means slow. Incongruent thoughts force the guest to reconsider the food truck choice or to just sit there and endure the order. So imagine if you were as good at controlling your line flow as, let's say, Walt Disney World. They have little signs up that say, if you're at this point, it will take 45 minutes to get on the ride. If you're at this point, it will take an hour to get on the ride. If you're at this point, it will take 2 hours to get on the ride. I dare anyone to stick up a little sign at the end of their line and say, if you're at this point, it will be 2 hours before you get to eat. And see how many people stay in the line. I dare you. If you really think cook to order is what people want, put that line up there and tell them before they ever place an order how long it's going to be. Because I can tell you right now, most of y'all can't. You have no clue how long it takes you to move a line. You might have a decent idea on how long it takes you to go start to finish on an order, but you have no idea what happens to big orders and multiple orders and 10 people deep or 15 people deep or 20 people deep. How long is that 20th person before they even get their food? How long are they waiting? If you're taking an order every single minute, that means that person that's 20th in line is 20 full minutes before they even get up there to say, hey, I want something to eat. And then if you're on cook to order, dude, it'll be 15, 20 more minutes. So now they've wasted 40 minutes of their time in your line at your mercy. You can do what's called anticipation cooking. You see a line of 20 people. Your menu should be small enough that you have a reasonable estimate of, okay, if I have 20 people in line, I know at least 10 of them are going to order a burger. I can put 10 burger patties down and feel reasonably confident you're going to sell all 10 of them. You see 20 people in line, you can be rest assured most of them are going to order French fries. We can drop a couple of baskets of fries and have those fries cooking. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you got to wait till somebody says, yeah, I really do want that burger, I really do want that hot dog, before you start to assemble it and before you start to do anything with it, you are too slow. You will never make as much money as you possibly could for the amount of time you're putting into your business because you haven't thought through the processes and procedures to get people in and out in a timely manner. I often talk to people and they say, I've got a line. I had a line all day long. It's got 60 people in it. I am awesome. And they think that's worthy of bragging. The only thing that's worthy about that particular number is how many of those people actually stayed in the line and how quickly did you get them out. Because again, if you have a line that's 60 people deep, you take one order per minute. That 60th dude is a full hour before you can get up to say, hey, I'm hungry. Please feed me. Hey, I'm dying of thirst. I need something to drink. Long lines make you feel really, really good, but you need to pay attention to the long lines. How many people got at the end of the line, realized it wasn't moving, and said, nope, I'm out of here, and left, only to be replaced by other people. So when you look up, you see new faces at the end of the line. You go, hey, we're moving fast. We're doing awesome. But all you've really done is replace the people at the end. And the people that are in the middle, they're committed. They've already given you 20 minutes of their time. They're going to wait it out. The problem with having long lines and not moving those lines is you end up getting known for being slow. That's your reputation. And people will buy your food, and even if it's perfect food, the best food ever, they can only come buy it when they got the time to waste. Do you really want to be known as the person that wastes their time? Do you really want your speed of service to be based on how slow we are? Because I can promise you, if you're saying cook to order, you are slow. Speed of service is extremely important. That's why when you talk to any restaurateur or you take my course, any restaurateur is going to say quality, service, cleanliness, QSC. I add on one more C. I call it quality, service, cleanliness, and community. Quality is the food, but also the quality of the service and the friendliness. And then you got service. Oh my goodness, service. And part of that service component is being fast. People expect fast. They expect efficient. You want to own that food truck for more than a couple of years? You want to be able to expand and get out of the food truck? You're going to have great service, not only friendly, but you're going to have to be fast. So that way people don't have to worry about, well, I've only got 20 minutes. yeah, I can go in there because I know I can get fed. But if they only got 20 minutes, they have to pass you up if you're slow. Thank you guys so much for listening to the 10-Minute Food Truck Training Podcast. If you guys are finding all the information helpful to your food truck business, please become a monthly supporter of the podcast. Just hit the support button or follow the link in the description. Every little bit does help keep us going. Join our Facebook group. It's called Food Truck Training. We've got a whole bunch of awesome members at all different levels, from just starting newbies to decades-old veterans. They've all got your back when it comes to helping you with your food truck. And again, thank you for listening. Come back tomorrow because I got plenty more to say when it comes to helping you and your food truck business grow.